Hello, YouTube. Yeah, no, I don't have my hat on. I just kind of woke up having first cigarette of the day. And I got to give all props to the channel Salty Army. Awesome channel. But on there, he's got a video that I was just watching where Texas is now auditing four of its largest counties. Two of them are Democratic strongholds, and two of them are Republican. So they're auditing equal sides. But Texas Justice Hidalgo made a comment that every time we want an audit, we're supposedly tearing down democracy brick by brick. Well, this is going to be a little bit of a history lesson for those of you who may not know this history. The Democrat Party is just the modern day version of a party from France back in the day that was devoted to Nazis, and after that the communists. That party was eventually run out of town and supposedly destroyed. But what they did is they moved over here and called themselves Democrats, and boom, there you go. They did that at first as a joke on democracy. That's why Democrat democracy sounds so similar. However, I believe the name is La Paz. You can look it up on InfoWars and find out the exact name of it, because that's where I heard the exact name of it. I just can't remember it now. But yeah, if I'm seeming to fade in and out, because I'm walking around my little brother's property right now. I'm staying with him. But I found it quite interesting that, before there was Nazis, before there was communists, there was this group that morphed into it morphed into the Democrat Party. Now, that's pretty interesting when you think about it. This group existed before there was communism, before there was Nazis. In fact, this group existed during Napoleon's day. And in all honesty, that's what got Napoleon out. But, so they have done some good. But they've always been about, screw the little guy. The rich get rich, the poor, well, fuck them. It's always been their mindset. Now, personally, I'm a member of the poor. I grew up poor. My little brother grew up poor. Our family grew up poor. We understand what it's like to have to get up every day and go to work and earn money until we can't no more, and then have to live, within the system. We understand the value of a dollar. Yeah, excuse me. So, here's the deal. If they were around before Hitler, before Marx, before Stalin, before Lenin, actually, the Karl Marx got a lot of his viewpoints from the papers of this particular group, and all he did was take the next logical step from what they wanted. So you could say that they were also the precursors to Nazis and communism. But They were driven out of France and, quite frankly, out of all of Europe, and they came over here. Now, they knew that we knew their name of their party, so they couldn't use that name anymore because, well, the jig was up on that party. So what they do? They rebranded themselves. They said, well, we're in a land of democracy. We don't believe in it, but wouldn't it be funny if we called ourselves Democrat as a play on democracy? And everyone thought, hey, that's funny. Yeah, let's do that. And boom, the Democrat Party was formed. But think about it. This party has been around for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of years, moving behind the scenes to get what they want. It is only recently that they have been just saying, fuck it, and let's be out in the open about it. And when I say recently, I mean ever since Sleepy Joe, who couldn't get 50 people at a fucking rally, hell, he couldn't get 20 people at a rally. He still cannot get 20 people at a rally. Supposedly got 80 million votes. That's always, I guess it always will baffle an intelligent person such as myself. And yes, I say an intelligent person such as myself because, well, the IQ tests I've taken have put my IQ in the top 1 percentile. I mean, I am a very intelligent individual. I may not always act it. However, I can speak on subjects such as thermonuclear dynamics and black hole physics and understand what I'm talking about. So, and that tells you the level of intellect that I have. So you know that I tell you that so that I don't just believe whatever I'm told. I research everything. In fact, 99.99999% of what I do on the internet is research on shit that I hear or am told or that I see. So do with that as you will. But the bottom line is this party has been around for so long that it's not funny. And they're being blatant about what they're doing now. So what can we do to stop them? You might be wondering. Well, what we can do is just what President Trump and others like him and myself are doing. Calling for audits, kind of exposing, we are exposing the fraud that they committed so that we can get a system in place that is better so that we can stop any further election theft. Now, the Democrats know that the Republicans only needed 5% of the black community to be swung to swing in their favor, and the Democrats would never again be able to get elected. And it's been like 25% that have swung in our favor. So what is the response to losing their favorite voter base? Well, their response is simply this: to get another voter base in and allow them to vote. And if it's the Democrats who let them come in, who make them where they can vote, well, then they're going to vote Democrat for generations to come. You see, the Democrats are not stupid. They go for the long view, the really long view. All right. Now, how are they doing this, you might ask? Well, they're doing this by allowing millions, and I mean millions of illegals to come into this country every day. And what do? They just ship them out to all parts throughout the country. You know, you want to see where they're sending the majority of them? It's real easy. Look for spikes. Look for spikes of the quote-unquote fucking COVID, the China virus. Wherever you see these large spikes happening, that is where they are shipping the most illegals. Because they are not allowing, they are not even mandating, they don't even give a fuck. They're saying, hey, illegals, you got coof, you got the fucking, you got the coof, you got the COVID, come on in, don't worry, we're not going to test you. You don't have to wear a mask. Come on in, we'll give you some walking around money and we'll set you up in a city. In fact, we'll set you up in a city and we'll give you money to get a place there. Alright, now, I think it's fucked up that me, as an American citizen right now, I am guaranteed money. I am the most guaranteed money you could get. My money comes from Uncle Sam. I'm guaranteed money. Every month, guaranteed I'm going to have my money for rent, whatever. And yet I cannot find a place in the town where I live. And yet I have noticed in this small college town that there seem to be more and more people here that are of questionable legal immigration status. And yet they have no problem with getting a house. Not talking about, buying a house for, no. A house for sale, boom, here you go, here's money, buy that house here, it's yours now. That's what I'm talking about. Not even so much about buying an apartment, about getting an apartment, they're buying houses up here. Where they getting this money? It's simple. It's either fucking cartel members or it's fucking the Democrats giving them the money to buy houses. Now, the cheapest house around here in this town is about 40 grand. So, do with that what you will. That's a fixer-upper, severe fixer-upper for around 40 grand. There's a house right now across the street from my little brother that I would love to get. It's not a big house, it's 3-bedroom, 1-bath. But I cannot obtain funding for this house. My credit score is not that good. They keep telling me. But yet, I have done research into this in other areas with the similar town sizes across the U.S. and in particular in Minnesota and closer to New York City, you've got these illegals that are flooding in. Some of them can't speak a word of English. And, they're not renting houses, they're buying them. That's right, you heard me, they're buying a house. Where in the areas that they're buying a home, the fucking lowest home is $60,000, $70,000, $80,000. Now, I don't care if they want to buy a home. I don't. I can give two shits if they want to buy a home. But if you want to buy a home in my country and live there, well, you better fucking A, be born here, or B, immigrate here legally. That means taking the oath that states that you basically sever all ties to your home country and you pledge allegiance to this country. But you see, the Democrats aren't asking that of them at all. No, the Democrats are saying, hey, come on in. Haiti, come on in. We know you gotta take a boat to get to Mexico, and from there you gotta walk thousands of miles or hundreds of miles to our border. Don't worry about it. Come on in. We know it's a dangerous journey. Come on in. Don't worry about it. When you get here, we'll give you a hug. We'll give you blankets. We'll give you cocoa. We'll hook you up. Oh, you got COVID? Don't worry about it. We'll still come in, and we'll set you up. Now, the problem was big enough when we had caravans from Venezuela, Brazil, Chile, Peru, Argentina, Colombia, Bolivia, shit like that coming up. But now we got Haitians mixing in, which means they're having to take a boat over to Mexico and then join a caravan coming north. Now, A, who the fuck's paid for the boat to get them there? I don't want to know. And B, the people that they pay to smuggle them into the U.S., also known as coyotes, they get paid a lot of money. I think they get paid like fucking $4 or $5 a person. Let's say it's $5 a person. You get 4 people, that's $20,000. And they're fitting anywhere from 20 to 30 people in a van to bring them across. I mean, that's insane. And the ones that aren't coming over by van get brought up right to the border of Mexico and Texas, right to the Rio Grande side, right up to the Mexican side of the Rio Grande, and you're told, hey, way to cross this river, swim across it, there's America, go for it. And they go. And the Border Patrol is saying that they have seen a stark rise in military-aged single men, Mexican, but mainly Haitian, coming into this country. Now, I'm sorry, but for all the Democrats bitching about, oh, they're splitting up families, bullshit. When you got military-aged single men coming in to this country and being released, that is not people looking for a better life. That is a bold-faced, out in public invasion of a nation. And that means that they have declared war on this country. And as such, this country should, in fact, respond with deadly force. I know what it means to go to war. Been it, seen it, done it, give back the outfits. Alright, so I know what I'm saying. And I know the ramifications of what I'm saying. But the truth of the matter is that this is an invasion. This is the precursor to a 1987 version of Red Dawn. Hell, I'll even go so far as to say the new remake of Red Dawn, which was a decent movie, but this is a precursor to the Red Dawn scenario, where you get all these illegals coming up. They're going to infiltrate all these places down on the border, shut everything down, basically open everything up, and then those governments are just gonna rush in, and before you know it, we're fucked. We will now be in an actual shooting war on our own fucking nation. Alright, well, it will be Americans, siding with the enemy, collaborating with them, and shooting at and possibly killing Americans, and Americans who will not stand for it, and who will not stand for their fucking tyranny and their fucking rule to be here, and who will fight back and win. This is what the Democrat Party wants: to divide and thus conquer. See, if they can divide America, we will fall. A nation or a house divided on itself cannot stand. But a house or a nation that is united will stand any test you give it. Alright? My advice to everyone who might see this is to share this video. Make sure it gets out there because, well, I know the YouTube algorithms fucking don't like it. So, share this video. Make sure it gets out there. Let the fucking people know. Hey, we're in a fucking war here, It ain't a shooting war yet, but very fucking soon it will be. If we get another election, I will be surprised. Because I feel that they're setting us up for a perfect Red Dawn scenario. Not the new one, the original, the 1980s Red Dawn with Patrick Swayze and Emilio Estevez. I think it's Emilio Estevez. Yeah, Emilio Estevez. The girl, Jennifer Grey. I mean, it was a star-studded cast. So, but the point is I'm seeing all this and I've watched these movies enough to know. And I'm not stupid. I know Hollywood works with the government to tell you what's going on. But they do it in a way to keep you blind. But for now, that's all I'm going to say on the subject. Please think for yourself. Do your own research into everything. You know what I say. Don't just take it as, oh, well, he said it must be true. No, research it. Look for yourself. See, hey, if I'm wrong, point out to me. I'd love to be proven wrong on stuff like this, alright? And until next time, remember, always video any and all interactions with cops or government officials. And until next time, stay safe, and I'll be seeing you.